I'm gonna do a little more, instead of a free thought talk, you want to do more of a regimented? Yeah, the supplements. Go ahead. I'll give a little introduction. Hey guys, it's Ian and Lauren. We are on our way to my job. It's a Saturday. There's a men's soccer game this afternoon, and we're driving in. It's raining right now. It's kind of stinky weather, and we wanted to make a movie with the time that we have on this 45-minute commute. To talk to you guys about a subtle change that we've made recently in our diets, and that is we've started to take some supplements. I just bought a sublingual liquid vitamin B complex. So it has B6, B12, and a couple others, and I'll try to include a screenshot or a picture of the side of the box or the container. I'm also taking a vitamin D because, and the reason why is, so B12 is produced by a bacteria in the soil. It's not, it's largely found in meat products and dairy. For those lifelong vegans and vegetarians, it's a vitamin that is highly encouraged that you take. And now that I've been largely plant-based for about 4.5 years, I figure it's about time. I wasn't necessarily feeling icky before, but it's about time. The second one, vitamin D, again, you can't get it from your food. Produced by your skin when your skin's exposed to sunlight. And living in Western New York, it's now September. The sun's rays aren't as intense.
You can really see the sun as well.
The sun doesn't come out, especially in Western New York.
Soon we will not see the sun at all.
Well, yeah. So figured it's a good supplement to take.
I'm taking D3 as well. I know I was deficient probably a couple of years ago, but I have a lot of allergies with soy and corn, and a lot of times those are actually additives in vitamins, so I had a hard time finding any that I was allergic to until yesterday. So I found D3 capsules, or not capsules, tablets. Capsules has soy in it. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm doing fish oil because I am allergic to all nuts, so I can't do that for that. So I do a lot of avocado, but I've been reading up on fish oil, and I just thought it was a good thing to start trying. Probiotic. Not that I know that my gut is out of whack, but I'm gonna try it. I've read a lot of things on your microbiome in your GI tract, and it's a lot of compelling new research that's coming out that's saying that controls a lot within your whole body that we didn't know before. So to keep the good bacteria that we want in there is important for all sort of functions of life. And what else?
Well, so I think people would be interested to hear what book are you reading, or did you just read that kind of linked gut biome?
Oh, so I finished maybe a month ago the Brain Maker by David Perlmutter.
Right?
So he's a neurologist. He wrote The Green Brain. I know some social groups think that they don't like him, but The Green Brain I think is awesome. And it doesn't really talk about cardiovascular or whatever. He's a neurologist, so he talks about Alzheimer's, autism, MS, all that stuff, and it's a lot of anecdotal stories from his patients, but like just, full of good sources and articles, but really good reads. Microbiome, obviously talks about the microbiome within your GI tract and how the recent fecal transplants for C. diff have come out, and if people got a fecal transplant from an obese person, they became obese, which is sort of like, whoa, what's going on here? And that opened a lot of research doors. And anyways, it's a good read. And then I just finished Mark Hyman's book.
Blood sugar solution.
Yeah, blood sugar solution. So he talks about the microbiome a little bit, and he also talks a lot of supplements and how a plant-based diet can cure diabetes, obviously, but that's going off track. But both good books.
Yeah. And your D. This year.
That's it.
And one thing that we've done our research and the vitamin B complex that I'm taking is a liquid. It's a sublingual liquid, and both the research that we've done, the people who we trust and follow in this, the gurus in this movement, in this lifestyle, as well as the pharmacist at the local grocery store, they all said that the sublingual B12, whether it's a small tablet or a liquid, is more readily absorbed in your body than an oral tab, because, I guess correct me if I'm wrong, but because it's absorbed directly through the skin into the bloodstream, rather than, whereas a tab that you swallow would be absorbed or be broken down by the stomach and absorbed through the skin that way, and you don't absorb as much of it.
It'll be absorbed through the GI tract. Just not bioavailability wise. It's better just to absorb through the mucosa of your mouth. In PA school, we talked about either injections, people who are severely deficient injections, or the sublingual. The tablets are proven not to be as readily available in your body, so you're not really getting anything.
I mean, can we make a broad brushstroke statement and say that people, like most people, it'd be beneficial for them to take these supplements, at least D and B12?
If you live anywhere where a lot of snow and not a lot of sun, then I think it's beneficial for D. And D is a sort of up and coming vitamin being proven to help with many things, many, like all functions, help you with diabetes that's going on, stress fractures, sort of a wide range. And then, I think the other two, well, if you're vegan, definitely B12.
And let me just share a quick anecdotal story, guys. So I work in a Division III university in the athletics department. I treat sports injuries within athletics, and I have a patient who is suffering from horrible shin splints, chronic. It's now been almost a year, and she hasn't been able to get rid of them. And we tried pretty much every conventional treatment that you read about in textbooks. I've just recently looked into the research and Googled alternative, or I was looking for meta-analyses on the treatment of shin splints, or MTSS, which is medial tibial stress syndrome. And that wasn't really helpful. So then, putting on my thinking cap, I thought of something that I'm familiar with and that I'm very passionate about in sports nutrition and nutrition in general. And I thought, wait a minute, all these athletes, and even non-athletes, every day are breaking down muscle tissue and building it back up. We're breaking down our bones and building them back up. Subtly, very, very subtly. And in people where there's an imbalance, for example, Lauren, when she was running in high school and college, right? It was college. You had the stress fractures, high schools. So Lauren was running in high school and had multiple stress fractures. So with her, there was an imbalance in the amount of bone that was breaking down and building back up. The scales were off, so to speak. So
one of them being in my femur.
Right. A femoral stress fracture. So they were pretty intense and severe. So going back to my athlete, I thought, wait a minute. What's important for nutrition is important for overall athlete health. And what's important for bone health? I thought there's calcium and vitamin D. So I went online and I Googled vitamin D, stress fractures, MTSS, and shin splints. And up popped a study, and I'll try to include that in the description, about it took, I think, several thousand female Navy recruits and split them into two groups. The first group got nothing, they were in the control group, and the second group were supplemented calcium and vitamin D. And the second group had significantly or statistically significantly less stress fractures than the control group. And it can be thought of that MTSS or shin splints are in the same category as stress fractures. So that was promising. And then I read like a blog or two, which technically they're not scientific, they're more anecdotal. But both of the blogs said that, oh, I've been a runner for a long time. I have been suffering from shin splints for a long time. I've tried everything, nothing worked. And then I took a vitamin D supplement and my shin splints went away. So with this athlete, we're going to try to supplement her diet with vitamin D. And in doing a little bit of research for this athlete, speaking to our team physician, that's kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, and kind of pushed me over the edge to say to myself, hey, this might be an okay thing for me to ingest as well.
Yeah.
That's the story. The end. Yeah, sounds good. If anyone watching has any questions about why we started taking supplements, let us know and we'll get back to you.